The book of John, chapter 6, and verse 47. Lord YAHAWASHI speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. His true name in the Hebrew is YAHAWASHI. And he says right here, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life. I am that bread of life. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bashmi Awashai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with a quick lesson at the plantation. Hopefully, you can hear me. All right. But this is YAHAWASHI speaking right here. And he was letting you know that he is the bread of life. All right. And that's a spiritual statement that a lot of people can't understand. And, you got to understand that bread is something that sustains you as food. All right. Just like the body, the natural body needs food to sustain itself, bread and water and whatnot. Well, YAHAWASHI is that for us in the spirit. OK. And this is really inspired by the live camp that the elder apostles did recently this weekend. They mentioned YAHAWASHI being the bread of life. All right. And the scriptures also tell you he's the manna that came down from heaven. All right. We'll get to that in a second. But let's go on to the next verse. All right. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. So YAHAWASHI was speaking about that miracle that the Lord performed, back in the days when we were in the wilderness. After leaving Egypt, the Lord performed a miracle where bread from heaven, came down and fed the children of Israel. All right. And it sustained them while they were in the wilderness. All right. But that bread, wasn't able to give them everlasting life. You see what I'm saying? Well, YAHAWASHI is saying that he's the bread of everlasting life. All right. You see, because the Lord YAHAWASHI comes in the volume of the book. All right. And when you eat the bread with your mind, all right, you see what I'm saying? It sustains your spirit, man, so that you can be nourished to get through this wilderness that we're in right now, because we're in the wilderness right now. We're in a spiritual wilderness, man. This current society, this current world is a wilderness. When you think about that word wilderness, you think about a land barren, all right, no vegetation really, all right, wild animals and beasts roaming around, okay, not really a civilization where there's, establishments and whatnot. Well, that's what this place is spiritually, man. All right. And we got that bread of life. We got that manna from heaven, which is YAHAWASHI in these last days to help us be sustained in this wilderness, man, this spiritual wasteland that we're in, man. And that's why you got to always stay in the word, man, because that is your nutrition. That's your survival right there, man. Eating the bread of life, which is YAHAWASHI, man. You eat it with your mind, man. That's why you got to give attendance to reading. Always stay submerged in these scriptures. You see, because he is our life. Without YAHAWASHI, without this word, you ain't got nothing out here, man. All right. So don't take it lightly. You got to stay reading, man. You got to, read every day. I'm not saying you got to read 20 chapters a day. It says here a little, there a little, man. But anyway, let's continue on, because this word is spiritual, man. It's spiritual food unto us. That's what YAHAWASHI was saying. That leads unto everlasting life. This word does something to your spirit, man. It strengthens your spirit when you read and understand. All right, verse 50, it says, this is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. You see, when you eat this bread, man, when you eat this word, this roll, all right, it leads you to everlasting life, man. It begins to change you spiritually. All right. And average people out here, man, that they're spiritually malnutrition. They have spiritual malnutrition. All right. They're eating all the shit that comes with the world, man. The shit that comes off of TV and music and modern culture, man. That's junk food, man. That's poison, really. All right. The wine of Babylon, that's poison, man. All right. It can't feed you spiritually. That's why you got all these weirdos out here running around, man. They're not spiritually stable. They're not mentally stable. None of that. Because they're not partaking in the bread of everlasting life. You see? Well, everybody else out here going to be losing their damn minds. We're going to be in our right minds because we've been nourished up by this word, man, through the Holy Spirit. Verse 51 says, I am the living bread which came down from heaven. All right. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. And that world is talking about the world of Israel. All right. Not the entire population of the earth. All right. The Lord only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, as it tells you in Matthew 15 and verse 24. For all you Christians out there, you antichrist, because that's what you really are, talking about the Lord came to save all nations. Nah, man. He came to save the Israelites that were scattered throughout all the nations on the earth, man. Okay? But the point is that he is that bread of life. That's a hard saying that people couldn't understand back then. We understand it now. Okay? And then verse 52, it says, the Jews therefore strove among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? See, they didn't understand it, man. They weren't being spiritual, they were being carnal. YAHAWASHI wasn't talking about cannibalism, man. Alright? Because that's against the law to be a cannibal. Nah, it's not righteous, man. He wasn't talking about that, man. He was talking about his doctrine, man, his truth. Alright, and we have it now. I'm getting ready to close it out. I gotta head out. All right, I'm at the goddamn plantation. I gotta move, but I want to bring this out before I close it. This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. All right, it says, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh doth man live. You see, so we don't live off of just plain, food, man. Okay, that's what it's talking about. We don't live off of bread alone. All right. You see, because we're spiritual beings, man. We need to be spiritually fed. And guess what the word of the Lord Yahweh is? It's YAHAWASHI. The scriptures tell you that YAHAWASHI is the word, man. Okay. So that's what we live off of. This word right here, man. So we got to make sure we eating every day. Because if you don't eat, what happens? You starve. And you want to be spiritually starved, man, especially in these days, man. We need to be, nourished up in this word, man. So just an exhortation to you brothers out there, man, in these last days, stay in this word, man. That's our bread of life, man. Okay? That's what's going to keep us spiritually alive, while these people out here that are around us are spiritually dead, man. They're spiritual fucking zombies, man. All right? So, yeah, man, I'm in it right there. Just want to do a quick lesson on that. I got to head out. Hopefully this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. All right, this word is going to sustain us, man. The bread of life, YAHAWASHI. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Shalom. Kwame Asherala in the Bible Ball.